time in San Francisco as the crowd looks to cheer on their Golden State Warriors. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. The Hornets log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup. And, of course, Davion Mitchell. It's our first glimpse of him, looking good in his new Hornets jersey.
Man, that trade is something that has just electrified this entire fan base, the players, the people working for the organization. They think it may be that piece of the puzzle necessary to finally get this team over the hump.
A good one in store here tonight, Clark. I know we get fired up for these offensive battles. I cannot wait.
Hey, that is an understatement, Kevin. I mean, when you've got two teams that attack like this, nonstop and relentless, you know it's going to be wild and fun.
Knipple wide open, and he fires. No good on the three. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
Shaquille O'Neal doing his own version of rim testing. Pressure testing that rack. Man, what strength.
Now, here's Ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside Curry. On the wing, Green. Over to the wing. On the wing, Green. And a miss there on the triple.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Back to Green. And Green slams it in.
Green showing you some real attitude on that throwdown.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring, has given them another look offensively.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Ball, no good. Stolen by Ball. And a check with the rebound.
Defense practically daring him to take that shot, and it worked out for him.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Ball. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Well, you look at Ball, and I really think he excels more in the open court than he does in the half court.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Both teams deciding to change it up. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Outside Curry. Jordan the screen. Outside Green. 4 on the clock. Here's George. Drains it from 17 feet out.
The mid-range, no problem for PG. He's really improved as a shooter.
Pass to Boucher. The wide open look here for Bosch. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now Edgecombe. Nothing on the board. 17-foot shot on the way. Curry can't get it to go. Charlotte trailing. Now here's Boucher. It's stolen by Curry. Inside. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Green, the screen. And it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got 7.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Pass to Green. Now Miller, guarded by Curry. In the corner, it's Boucher. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now Edgecombe. Some nice passing by Golden State. 20 feet out. Here's Green. Outside for Jordan. Three-pointer. And the basket by Curry. 10 points for him.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
There's Miller with the three. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Curry on the wing. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And, Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of a court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the court.
And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
Warriors leading by 8. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Left side, George. Here's Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
And it's Golden State's ball. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Outside Curry. Over Bosch. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Miller. And that's an intentional foul. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
On the clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Warriors leading by 10. Ajemski on the wing. He has yet to score. Outside for Curry. Curry making it look so easy.
I really like how he's playing tonight, taking good, smart shots, playing his game.
Over the last 2 decades, Kemba Walker has been one of the few bright spots, Clark, for Charlotte basketball.
Yeah, you look back at his time there, he led the Hornets to their last 2 playoff appearances, Kevin. He retired as their all-time leading scorer, and now they're thrilled to have Kemba Walker back as a player enhancement coach.
Stolen by Mitchell. And the dunk by Boucher.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, guys. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Outside Williams. And the Hornets miss again.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Edgecombe. A three-pointer, no good. Hornets trailed by 8. Mitchell outside. Stolen by O'Neal. Curry looking it over. Pass to Edgecombe. Curry with it. Williams picks him up. 6 on the shot clock. O'Neal. And O'Neal is right there. And the Warriors lead by 10.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. .24 seconds left in the second quarter. Warriors leading by 7. Here's Pajemski. Still yet to score. George double team. Here's Shaq. And Shaq with the slam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Outside Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Williams has got his second basket of the night. Here's George. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Green, the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on the triple.
On the offensive end,
Curry, both prolific and efficient.
Out to Bridges. And another 3 for Charlotte.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Edgecombe cuts off the pass. Bridges with it. And Curry picks him up defensively.
Bridges that time being rewarded for his hustle and his awareness right there. Opportunistic score that time.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance. But threes are still their best bet.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Right side, George. Over Bridges. The shot by George, no good. Hornets trailed by 4. The drive by Ball. Pass to Bridges. Connects from three-point range. Bridges got 11 points.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Ball surveying the defense. Pass to Bridges. To the paint. Here's Salon.
Give Bridges a lot of credit there. I mean, these kinds of passes can really fortify team chemistry.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Pajemski with it. No scoring in this one. Here's Curry with the 3. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
No one covering. Knipples got his first 3 points of the game.
A lights-out shooter. Opponents will learn quick. You have to guard Knipple tight, or he'll knock those down.
Curry shot is off. Charlotte trailing. And talking to Con Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy in that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Back to you.
They're clearly all in. Allie, we thank you very much. The Warriors pull it in. Now here's Curry. 21 points in the game. And again, it's the Warriors missing. To the middle. And then Bosh with the jam.
And Bosh can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love the versatility.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Shot and game clock separated by 4. Pajemski with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Out to Peyton. Clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Number 30, Stephen Curry.
Here's George, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Ball goes to Charlotte.
Now Knippel, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's been all about Miles Bridges for the Hornets. He's been a major threat from three-point range. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's the Hornets with the ball. They lead by 4. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. No coverage that time. 6 points for Knippel.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Shot clock at 6. Shaq with the screen. Curry from deep three-point land. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Hornets leading by 9. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Knippel with it. George picks him up, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Stolen by Mitchell. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. The kick out to Bosch. 5 to shoot. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Bosch has got the lead up to 14 now for the Hornets.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Curry. They need this. A putback, and O'Neal is right there.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
3, good.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Hornets making a change here.
Team foul. Now into the lineup for Charlotte.
Outside Curry. The 20-foot jumper, good.
The ball handling of Steph is sometimes undervalued. I mean, he's much more than a shooter. This guy has mad skills as a handler.
It's good.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
The inside game of Stephen Curry.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
And here's Bosch. Double team on Bosch. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
Outside Curry. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Charlotte leading by 12. Fires the 3, and there's the 3.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Charlotte.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
Most definitely. I mean, even though you see opponents outside of your conference only twice a year, you still don't want to have that feeling of being swept.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Chris Bosh.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Jacks up a three. A three-pointer. Good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Bosh, the screen. Fires away from outside. Oh, he hits the deep three.
That was way out there. Knipple stretching out his range.
Stephen Curry. And the three misses. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.